Okay guys, today I am going to show you how to make, let me find it, this super cute little belly band. And it is fun, it's easy to make. I actually made my card just slightly too big for it, but it is a super cute little project to make this little belly band. You can put anywhere. You can make it look however you want it to look, and it just adds some flair. It's a cute little pocket idea for your journals and to hold things in. I think it's just adorable. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to make these today. So let's get started. So what you will need a circle making tool. If you do not have one of these, that is okay. You can use something round to draw around it and use that as a stencil, so then you can cut it out with your scissors. We're going to be making a couple circles. You'll need a piece of cardstock that you're going to use for the background, and then you'll need the decorative paper that you're going to be using on top of that. You will need some grommets. Those are those little grommet thingies, and your grommet setter. You'll need glue, scissors, a whole bunch, a ruler, and of course I am going to use a cutting mat because I am going to be doing this on that, so I do not destroy anything, and a pencil. So let's get started. To get started, we're going to do 2 circles, and we're going to make these circles. I'm going to turn this down to about the 4. So we're going to put our thing on our cardstock, and we're going to make 2 circles with the cardstock. So I am going to push down and go around, and we have 1 circle. Oops. Didn't press down hard enough on that. I can fix that later. And then we're going to do the second circle. I absolutely love this circle making thing. It makes making circles super duper easy. And there's our second circle for that. So now that you've made these 2 circles, now we're going to take our circle thing. So these are 4-inch circles. So if you do 4-inch circles, do that. And we're going to take this and we're going to lower this probably about 1/4 of an inch in. So we're going, or 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to make a circle that is about 1/4 of an inch smaller than these. And we're going to make 2 of those on the decorative paper that we are going to use. So I'm going to put my thing there, and we are going to spin. I probably should have done this lower so I could save a lot of this paper. Make sure, okay. And we will do 1 more. If you want this circle maker, you can get one by clicking the link below. It's a pretty good price. Anyways, so now we're going to take our circle and we're going to glue one on top of the other. And before I do that, I'm going to take ink and muck up my edges. I forgot to include that. You will need ink to muck up your edges if you would like to muck up your edges. Not everybody likes to do this, which is totally fine. So after you have mucked up your corners, you're going to take your glue and we're going to glue 1 circle in on the other one, not in it, on it. And we're going to get that as close as we can to centered. And then we're going to do the same thing to the second one. After you have mucked up your edges and glued your decorative paper on, we are going to line these up and we're going to put them on our cutting mat. And we're going to line them between 2 of the lines. And we're going to put them how we want them. And this is so we can get a straight cut going across. And we're going to take our ruler and we're just going to go across where we want it. Now, if you want it up here, you can do it. If you want it in the middle, you can do it in the middle. I'm just going to follow these 2 lines right here. You want it to be as straight as you possibly can get it. And you draw a line right here. And we're just going to hold that, see where I want that. I'm going to turn that around so my print is a specific direction. Because the flat part is going to be at the top of our page. So depending on how you want your print, make sure you turn it to where you want to cut it out. And I am just going to cut it straight across, following that line. Now, I did add another circle piece on the bottom of this of cardstock on the back, and I did that to give it a little extra strength. Now, with this, you can make 2 of these belly bands. You can do one on one page and one on the other page. So these are going to sit like this at the edge of the page. So after we get that done, and we cut that out, we are going to take our ink, if you've mucked up your edges, and just do the top again so you can get that little top piece right there. And now we're going to take our hole punch, and we are going to, at this bottom part, punch a hole where we want it to be, because this is where we're going to put our grommet and tie our string. So to punch our hole, I'm going to try and place it directly in the center, just like that. And I am going to punch the hole about right there. And then I'm going to put this one up here. I probably could have done these both at the same exact time, but I'm going to line this one up and then just punch that hole there. So that way they're both lined up. And then you're going to pick your grommets. So I think for this one, I am going to use gold. Sometimes I like using gold. For the most part, I always use these old looking colors. not exactly sure what color you call that, but it's usually what I do. I don't have another gold one. We'll use that one. And you're going to put your grommet in there, and then you're going to turn it around and put your little piece on the back. And we're going to use our grommet pliers to close this up. And you can push real hard, get it in there real good, and that's perfect. And then we're going to do the other one. And you have your ends, just like that. So now what we do is we get our journal that we are going to be putting this in. And I almost forgot, you are going to need string. Whatever string you are going to use for this. So, like, I am going to use this string. So I have my string on hand. I know I can't be perfect all the time and remember everything. I think I'm going to put this one on this page. Maybe not. Let's find a different page. Oh, I like this green one. It'll look good here. So we're going to put it right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our glue and we're going to glue it all the way down to where this little grommet is, going straight across. And then you're going to put this right at the edge of your page where you want it to sit. And it should line up perfectly with the edge because we cut it so it was straight. And you put that in there on that side, and then we're going to put the other one down here. So you want to make sure you put it about in the same spot that this one is at. And so you're going to glue it all the way down to that grommet. And then we're going to glue it at this base on this bottom. You're just going to kind of check and kind of eyeball it. You can measure it to get it perfect as well. But we'll put that in there, this one up here. I am going to close this book a little so those can dry really, really good while we cut the string. So we're going to cut the string. So our grommets are probably about, depending on how far apart they are, you're going to go 3 times that length. So mine are about this far apart. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now we're probably going to be cutting some of this off. So I'm just kind of being not just generous, but on the safe side. So now we find our page that we're on. And we are going to go under. So I like to use tweezers for this. And you just kind of take these. I think I'm going to use my other tweezers because they're a little flatter. You just kind of take these up and you put it through with your little tweezers like that. And you pull your string through. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take this corner or this side. Take it underneath. Put our tweezers through and grab our string. And you want to make sure you do this when your pieces have dried all the way on here. Otherwise, you will pull them right off if they haven't dried. Mine are not all the way dry right now, so I'm going to be gentle when I do this. But you are going to take it, and you're just going to tie a bow or tie it into a knot, however you want to do it right here. You're just going to pull a little bit. You can have it really, really tight if you let it dry some, but you put your finger there. And I like to tie a knot and then tie a bow. It just makes it easier for, you know. And then tie a little bow and cut off the excess. Or you can just leave it as a knot and cut off the excess. But you can hang little charms from this. There's all kinds of things you can do to this. And then you have yourself a cute little belly band that you can put all kinds of things in. And you just got to make sure that it's the things that you're putting in it fit. But isn't that cute? I absolutely love this belly band idea. It is so adorable. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed making that. You have enough to make too. So, yeah, happy cutting.